I come forth bringing an emergency, but before I do that, I know it's crashing, everything's crashing. It's also a trap. But bravo, cue the fire. You have been so accurate this entire time. What are you saying? It's a trap. I'm telling you, it's a trap. And actually, this guy, Jim Cramer, what are we doing today, Jimmy? Idiot. Jim Cramer expects the June market lows to hold. That was in August. Well, they didn't hold there, Jimmy. He also said that that was the bear market, and it's in. We're not in at all. Also, my apology for yesterday. You should go back and watch my last few videos. They were really good. It's been pretty spot on that. I was talking about the 1837 panic. Yeah, it didn't end well on that one. But this was the one, the panic of 1873. Stock market crash every 80 years. And I've been telling you guys about these cycles. You got the Shemitah, you got 7-year cycles that just keep repeating. You got these cycles, these are the 80-year. Starting next week is Rosh Hashanah, the start of the new year, and some of the worst sell-offs in market history. Yep, Rosh Hashanah, and it's always the beginning of the new year. But there was other things also, and the big one, 08, but what beats it was 1929, same day. And I think God might be telling you something, and that isn't God, although they give him a throne to sit on and people call him God, but he's not. But he's actually just what the people deserve. You know, you've heard that saying, you get what you deserve. You get what you deserve. Especially when you take a system of debt, which is evil, that has to be paid back with interest. That's like slavery. And you say, this debt is now money. And then you have the audacity to stamp "In God We Trust" right on it. And then the people and all of their wisdom, like this right here. The Fed is finally seeing the magnitude of the mess it created. You want to know how many PhDs? These are the smartest people in the world. They have over 400 PhDs. And me, a stupid YouTuber, I didn't even finish. I got halfway through my PhD and I'm like, this is stupid. So 400 of them, and I could beat all of them. I could even beat, the president. Look at this. When asked about inflation on Sunday interview with 60 Minutes, President Biden claimed that inflation was it was up an inch, just an inch, hardly at all. Look at how bad everything is today, this week, this month, this year. But I'm here to tell you, because I did tell you right at the beginning, I said it's a trap. And I'm using, can you see this? See this rubber band right here? This is what my wife uses in her hair. She said it'll actually break my finger. She can't even break one of these. I'm going to give it my best shot. And if my finger happens to fall off on camera, well, my apologies. Is she right? But this is what the market's doing right now, okay? We are at an all-time stretching point. It's going to be almost impossible to stretch higher, which I'll show you in the charts. Dang, girl's right. Actually, this is as far as I can get it. It feels like razor blades. Look what it did to my finger. Jeez Louise, right through it. But anywho, with 15 minutes left in the market, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen, which it already did. Okay, so here's the S&P 500. Dow already broke past that. Game over on that one. All right, so sorry, Jimmy. You got that call wrong, but it's okay. It's gonna get better, and then it's gonna get a whole lot worse. So right here in this zone, all right, that was your low. We actually, we missed that thing by what? What percent? We almost hit it. 0.31%. Come Monday or whenever it happens, see this little gray area? That's a gap. That's actually gonna get filled. And just to let you know, all gaps on major indices, downward gaps, all get filled. But you would know that if you jumped into one of my courses. Also, let me show you what else I teach here. You just turn on one thing. Well, there's a lot of things you can turn on, but I want to turn on a 9 count and see where we're at. Oopsies. We are exactly at 9. So guess what we're going to have? Also, link in the description for 65% off if you want to learn how to do this before it's not 65% off anymore. But make sure you start with swing trading. That's where you want to go. Okay, so here is on the daily. This thing is going to bounce and rip everyone's face off. And let me show you something. I know, and everyone's short right now. Oh no, you see that? That's the, this is the RSI. Let me move it over. See that? See that dotted line? You're below that, and you haven't seen that in a very long time. And sometimes you have to wait years to see something as overextended as that. We had one right there. Okay, then you got to go back to all the way almost the beginning of 2020. See that? Yeah, and what happens after it hits there? Woo! Straight up. So please be careful. Here, let me just show you something else. You know, I occasionally talk about Bitcoin. You know how it's at 18K, 18.7, and it's going to go lower. Look where it's at. It still has so much more room to the downside. So believe it or not, that's actually a safer play to short than the S&P 500 or the Dow. Oh, did I mention the Dow? Also, if you want to trade it, it's DIA. Okay, it's that one right there. If you want to trade the S&P 500, it's SPY. If you want to do leverage, I'm not going to talk to you about that. But we are currently 9. Guess what? Also on this chart, I left this one, my Elliott Wave homies. That's a 5 to 10 year bear market. No, but that bear market will have bouncy bounces. You want to see how overextended you are on the look, see? That's the Dow. And I know you're all excited to put in shorts and go, I'm going to make so much money next. Guys, I'm telling you, you're on the wrong side. But big picture, no, you come along. We're all on the right side. Sometimes it just takes time. So there we go. There was your, we broke it. We broke the June lows will never be broken. Oh, well, there you go. You just broke it. I mean, with all these good calls, I should become like a hedge fund manager. Maybe I'll take over Cathie Wood's job. Remember this one? Oh, I do. What happened, Cathie? What's going on? ARK Investment Management Chief Executive Cathie Wood has, stepped down? Well, all you have to do, Cathie, is just follow the charts. They're not going to lie to you. Here's your monthly. SPX. This is the granddaddy of them all, the 500. You're on an 8 count on the way down. Look, there it is. There's that line. And not just that, this line right there is called the what? The kiss of death, which I believe we're going to close under it. And we have 7 days and 1 hour. And once we do, it's going to get really bad, like Jeremy Grantham bad, right? 50 from here, 50%. Oh, and this is what it is. You start from the top. I changed to Heikinashi just so my peeps could see it. That's your all-time high forever and ever. Okay, we drop below it. Okay, we come up, we kiss it. Okay, and then we can't. Now this is the last one. Line in the sand. Close below that blue line. Okay, and then we drop forever and ever. Just in case you want to know what forever looks like, I'm going to turn off my my 9 count because that is going to drive me crazy. Also, that the other one is the 21 EMA. So we can go back all the way. See here. Not bad, right? This was a few years ago. Everyone was like, oh my gosh, the stock market's going to go to zero. Nope. Not see. Do you see a little a difference there? Yeah. So do I. Okay. So let's just keep going. We got 16. Nope. We keep going. No, just holds it. Here we go. Nope. 11. 2000. Oh. Here we go. What was that? That, my friends, is the '08 collapse, which I will go ahead and measure it for you. This is what it was. See, we dropped down. Oh, can't get above it. Kiss of death, and down 57.68%. We're just going to go to 58%. Oh, and just in case you want to know where we are currently at in the '08 thing, that would be we are currently right there. See that yellow? Well, I can move it right there. That's where we're at. Oh, and you want to see another kiss of death scenario? That was Y2K. That was an all-time high up there. Came down all the way down there to 50%. I mean, this is some scary stuff if you don't know how to trade, right? It was easy when that line was going in that direction over there. On the way up, oof. So here we are. We're going to bounce, right? We're going to bounce our head on that. But then you see those lows, those pandemic lows. Oh, yeah. Halfway there. Also, what? Oh, hey, above my head. What's up today? The dollar check. What else? UUP. That's how, if you want to trade the evil thing, you make money and then you can go buy your gold and silver. That's fine. And then my TLT play. That's okay. We still got like 8 months on that one. And I always remember that one. That's April Fools. That's when I can close. That's when I am safe. I clear the 12 months. Actually, you want to know something? I wouldn't mind backing the truck up and just grabbing a lot of it. It's silver. But yeah, you're holding right there. You guys always ask me on that one. I did say it was going to cut through. See, this area. Yeah, that was easy under the 200, but it's like, hello, right? How greedy. Because I do understand precious metals. I understand how the whole system works from start to finish. But right now we are in the thing of the dollar, right? That we all hate. So as long as that juggernaut keeps going, I can wait. I will make money going up. I will make money going down. I will make money on the dollar. When that thing goes, just to let you know, when this whole system goes, and we don't know what it is, this one you won't be able to get your hands on. Actually, on silver, this is very, very disappointing. You're like, no, silver's never disappointing. Let me turn on Lux Algo. If you want this, link in the description. If you don't know how to trade, it gives you, it's a little cheat sheet. This is it's a wedge, falling wedge, right there. You should have broke higher out of that. That is a very bearish move. So it becomes very difficult for me when I know it's going lower to then like go buy it. I don't like buying the tops. I like waiting for the bottoms and risk assets. Yep. Those have been on sale and they're going on more sale. Risk assets swept up in rout as fear gauge soars. Markets wrap. Do you guys want to know how much fear I have? Zero. This is like when you just look at the charts, you're like, this is easy. Like what I've been saying to you ever since you met me. The charts will predict the news stories. You just have to wait. You're like, this is what's going to happen. Same thing with gold, silver, bonds, crypto, you name it. I can tell you what they're going to be saying. The economy, that's like a walk in the park. Everyone has their little agendas, and then the people, the sheep watch the news, and they're like, no, that's not what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. And then they get fleeced every time. UK markets, sorry, the United Kingdom, you have a historic tax cut as economy slides into recession, which I've been saying for a while now, and wait until it's the depression. Oh, and just in case you want to see charts on how bad it's going to get, here, let me walk away. See, right there, huh? Yeah, goes back to the 70s. That is how bad it's going to get. And then the politicians come out and say growth is not as, it's like an inch. It's not as high as it needs to be. That actually sounds really nice. Growth is not as high as it needs to be, which has made it harder to pay for public services, requiring taxes to rise. This cycle has led to the tax burden. Yes. What do you think? You going to create a bond out of thin air? Let's write it. Okay, anyone want this this bond? Anyone? Oh, yes, JP Morgan, you want this? Oh, well, how are you going to pay for that bond? Oh, we're going to go ahead and use their money, right? The people's money. They use your money in your bank account to buy the bonds. Unbelievable. Then they tax you. Every time they create a bond, you get taxed. And then they use your money to buy the bond, and then you get taxed more. I mean, this thing is unbelievable. And you wonder why you can't breathe in life. It's because it is a game of musical chairs. And I know how it's played, so I can make money from it. But most people, even asking someone, hey, where's money come from? I don't know, man. From a tree? Actually, that's where bonds come from, because they have to write it on a sheet of paper and then go, anyone want to buy this? And then you have to get 1 job, 2 jobs, 3 jobs, 4 jobs, 5 jobs, because you owe $245,000 to be paid back because of those darn bonds. Root word, bondage, which is not a good thing. Well, unless you're into bondage, then you could work that out with your therapist. Oh, but Bravo, you so doom and gloom. It's not going to be that bad. It's going to be that bad. You should probably go buy a rock and hide under it. And Steve, Mr. Hanky, says the chance of a U.S. recession just shot up 80%. Where are you, Steve? Maybe I could find you on South Park. Yeah, Mr. Pooh. And for those of you that have not met him, that is South Park's the Christmas Pooh. And that's basically what your Christmas is going to look like this year. And so with all the economists and PhDs and Mr. Hankies, I mean, I can't make this shit up. I mean, even coal. That's what people are going to be praying for this Christmas in their stocking. And I'm pretty sure Mr. Hanky will deliver. I mean, isn't it crazy that we live in a system that a stupid YouTuber that puts up, the Christmas Pooh can beat 400 PhDs? This is not rocket science. And I was basically a high school dropout. I couldn't even write. My senior year, and I've showed it, I don't know where it's at if my kids took it. My GPA was a 0.5. That's like an F+. Also, you slipped that one in on me. I barely even felt it, but thank you for that. But I honestly think all these PhDs, all these smart people, they hurt my head when they start talking. I'm like, it hurts. Can you please stop talking? It's really easy. Why do you make this so difficult? Like, the U.S. housing recession. Didn't see that one coming. I have to laugh. Gosh, and the comments section is just like, can I dive out of a window? U.S. housing recession could send home prices tumbling 20%. You need economist to tell you that? Also, I haven't popped the confetti in a while. I hope you guys are taking advantage of making money. I know it's paper trading money on the way down. And if you haven't, start with my swing trading, learn, and then you move into my CSU, you become masters at it, and you'll make 400 PhDs look like idiots.